Hey y'all, how you doing? I wanted to hop on here and kind of share an experience that I've had, like even yesterday, and I've had them a few times. I've been pretty good about like just staying out of all of the, like there's just a lot of fear going on right now is what I'm trying to say. And I'm also out here at my favorite spot. I realized I was doing a meditation, been working with this particular form of meditation the last couple of weeks, and there's visualization in it. And one of the reasons why I love this spot, I realized, is I have been visualizing this spot for years with the two benches. It's just so sweet. It's a place that I go and I take myself. So there's the good news and the loving news. But I want to share, like yesterday morning, I've met just some incredible people the last several months. And there's this lady that I really, really, really like. And anyway, she had sent me something and I was waking up and I had been kind of laying in my bed. I was praying, I was talking to God, but I still had not gotten that time to, and that's a really sweet time for me, by the way, like upon awakening to just start having conversations with my Creator, because there's so much going on in this world that is trying to capture us and make us afraid. And so anyway, I clicked the button. And when I clicked that button, it was talking about some things. And I'm not talking about putting your head in the sand or anything like that. But I shouldn't have watched that. Because when I watched that, it made me pissed. And it really ultimately, it made me angry because it made me afraid. The wind's blowing out here. Let me see if I can get in a spot where I'm not blowing around everywhere. But it made me really afraid. And it made me very nervous, and the story started to get created, in my head. And so, what I notice with myself and with other people that I'm close to, or maybe not so close to, is there's nothing, like a lot of despair is going on right now. And it's important that we feel our feelings and have those moments, and that we acknowledge the despair. We're looking around us and we're like, what the? But for me to stay in it, to allow myself some time to feel that, but to stay in it, I can't. I mean, that's one of the superpowers that we have, because I believe I am made in the likeness of a living Creator. I watch on a daily basis with a spiritual community that I'm a part of. There are too many miracles. I've watched too many miracles for so long. I'm a miracle. If I look at from where I came from, that there has always been a loving and benevolent Creator watching over me and helping me. And one of the things that I've learned is, like, I need sacred power. And I'm not talking about like man-made power, authority, like, to make people do things. No, that's of a negative, dark force. I'm talking about sacred power, soul power. So it's very important, and God gave us as peoples in the likeness of Father, Mother, God's image, the authority to claim our own power, that loving soul power. Like, we are powerful creators. And so I've learned through spiritual teachings to watch my words, and to claim, like, the most important thing that all of us can do as peoples is be in our spiritual community. So many people are waking up, and to really pray and meditate, to pray for our brothers and sisters, but to raise our vibration and to claim out loud, like, I am love. I am capable. You know what I mean? I am cared for. Everything is working out. The reality from which I see the lens that I'm in. How can I be of service from a heart place? Those kind of things. I am that I am are powerful, powerful words. That you are worthy. Like, I am that I am worthy. And that everything is working out. And it's just really important that we stay in that place. The light wins. The light always wins. It's predestined that the light wins. And all of these negative messages that are out there are meant to scare us to death. And I can't get caught up in that. And And I know many people who are like, I cannot get caught up in that. How can I help serve my independent communities? How can I keep my vibration high? Like, that changes the way you see the world, your perception. We're talking about spiritual sight. You know, we've been given, like, God gave us eyes to see, right? But spiritual perception is of the heart. We have 3 forms of intelligence, you know, and the heart has its own intelligence. It's where that sacred power speaks to us. And that's why mind, body, and spirit, taking care of your body, will change. You know, what you put in your body can and will affect the way you see the world, you know. So, you know, that's the gut intelligence, you know. And then we have this intelligence of the mind, you know, and it's important that we not get caught up in a story of over explaining things or over rationalizing, or even sharing with each other some things that we see maybe on the news or someone shares and over explaining it. It's perfectly sensible to acknowledge. I think we're just in despair, and that we be kind and compassionate with one another. And I have to believe and hold and anchor in my heart that everything is working out, and that this loving, benevolent Creator is taking us to a higher place. And those are the things that I have to work with, because otherwise I get caught up in that story. I'm not safe. I'm like, oh my God, what is somebody going to do to me? And then I'm just irritable, and I'm restless, and I'm discontent. And and that's not a good place for me to be in fear. So more and more I come to see these 2 states, that there's only 2 states, fear and love. And that it's important for me to keep my center in a state of love, you know, and that's the journey. And my humanness gets mixed up in that. So I'm telling you, or sharing with you, if this helps anyone. I love that wind getting all over me. Claim your sacred power. Stand in your power. Claim positive outcomes. You know what I mean? Claim loving things. The way that you speak. You know, if you're murmuring or in self-pity, that's a fear. Claim the opposite, because man, the scenario can get created negatively super fast. Look through your spiritual sight. You know, discernment is key right now. Discernment. Pray for your brothers and sisters, like I challenge you, in a loving way every day. Take a minute. Set a timer on your phone, whenever that is, and pray for us collectively and globally, and the light wins. Y'all have a wonderful day. And I love you. I really love you. And whoever this message needs to resonate with, you know, have a wonderful day. I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.